My beloved child, listen carefully. If you trust in God, type Amen. My child, don't scroll. Don't let this moment pass you by. This is not coincidence. This is not another random post in your day. This is heaven breaking through everything that has tried to distract you. There is a voice that has been calling your name since yesterday. And it is a voice you once knew so well. A voice you thought you would never hear again. Your Father. The man whose hands once held yours when you were small. Whose eyes once looked at you with pride that words could never capture. Whose presence once made you feel safe in a way nothing else could. He is here from heaven asking me to deliver what has been burning in his heart for you. Archangel Michael stands beside me and with the authority of the Most High. He says, "This message is not for everyone. It is not meant for the many. It is meant for you. The one whose heart still feels that empty space. The one who sometimes still reaches in the night, hoping to feel the comfort you once knew. The one who carries both gratitude for the moments you had and sorrow for the moments you lost. Your Father has seen your tears, even the ones you've tried to hide. He has seen how you sometimes carry the weight of his absence quietly. So no one will feel sorry for you. But child, he wants you to know he has never been far. Every time you felt an unexplainable peace in the middle of chaos, he was praying for you in the presence of God. Every time you narrowly escaped something that could have broken you, his voice was part of the chorus in heaven that cried out for your protection. He says, "Tell them I am proud. Tell them I see how hard they've been trying. Tell them they are stronger than they think and they are walking into a chapter one prayed for before I left." You have been feeling shifts lately, haven't you? A stirring in your spirit that you can't quite name. It's because heaven has been rearranging things for you. Doors you thought were closed forever are starting to move on their hinges. Opportunities you didn't see coming are about to meet you on your path. Your Father says, "Don't be afraid to step into it. I have asked God to give you double the joy you've lost." And he has said, "Yes, child of the Most High, this moment is sacred. You're not just reading. You are sitting at a table in the Spirit where your Father's love still lives, still speaks, still believes in you. And Archangel Michael is making sure this message reaches you untouched, because there are words you were meant to hear today that will carry you forward. The next steps you take are not by accident. The people you meet in the coming days, the sudden good news that will arrive, the peace that will settle over you like a warm blanket. These are all answers to prayers your Father whispered in God's ear long before you even knew to ask. And now this is the moment to receive it. Not later. Not when you feel ready. Now, because heaven does not operate on delay when the appointed time has come, your Father's message is clear. You are not alone. You never have been and you never will be. God says, "My child, if you are still here, then I know you are ready to hear the rest. Because this is not just a message to comfort you. It is a bridge between heaven and your heart. It is the moment your Father has been waiting for to tell you the words he could not say before he left this earth." Archangel Michael says, "Stay. Don't rush. Don't let your mind wander. Let every word sink deep into the soil of your soul. Because these words have been carried from heaven itself, and they will grow into strength inside you. Your Father wants you to remember the little things. The way his laughter used to fill a room. How his advice always carried both wisdom and love. How his presence felt like an anchor that kept your world from drifting away. He says, "I still laugh with you. I still speak over you. I am still an anchor. But now I stand in a place where storms cannot reach me. And from there I ask God to calm the storms around you. There were moments you wished he could have been there. Moments where the seat next to you felt too empty. Where the celebration didn't feel complete without him. But what you didn't see was that he was there in the Spirit, smiling, celebrating, standing right beside you as the witnesses in heaven do. You felt it sometimes, A sudden warmth, a sudden wave of peace, a thought of him so strong it made your eyes well up. That was him. Your father says, I have seen the weight you've carried in secret. The nights where you spoke to me in whispers, hoping somehow I could hear you. I did. I heard every word. And I have been answering, not with my own power, but by placing your prayers into God's hands, and asking Him to do for you what I could not. Child, He says you are coming into a season where the prayers prayed over your life will begin to unfold. Heaven has approved things you didn't even know were being discussed. There are blessings with your name on them that were preserved, protected, and prepared while you were still wondering if God had forgotten you. Your father says, I stood in heaven's courts and spoke your name. I asked for mercy. I asked for provision. I asked for joy to return to your face. And the Lord said, it is done. So when you wake up tomorrow, wake with the knowing that something has shifted. When you walk into your day, walk with the awareness that heaven has already gone ahead of you. When you face decisions, know that you are not making them alone. For the prayers of your Father and the presence of your angels go before you. Archangel Michael reminds you, this message came through despite every attempt to block it. It reached you because heaven wanted it to. It reached you because you were ready now in a way you weren't before. It reached you because your Father could not rest until these words were spoken into your life. Child of the Most High, let this settle in you. You are not walking into the next season empty-handed. You are carrying the blessing of a Father's love, the strength of angelic protection, and the favor of God Himself. And when the day comes where you look back at this moment, you will see it was the turning point. The moment heaven's message met your heart and nothing was ever the same again. God says, my child, stop here. Don't scroll. Don't look away. This moment is not an accident. It's not a coincidence that you are hearing this right now. This is the echo of your Father's love carried through the hands of heaven, delivered by Archangel Michael himself. Archangel Michael says, your Father has been standing at the edge of eternity, looking toward you, waiting for the permission to speak. Since yesterday, His prayers have been louder, more urgent. Not because something is wrong, but because something in your life is about to be set right. You have felt it, haven't you? That unexplainable pull in your heart, the strange heaviness that visits you when you're alone, and the quiet thought, Dad, are you near me? The truth is, yes, more than you realize. He has been closer in spirit than the air you breathe, watching, covering, praying. Your Father remembers the days when you were small, how your hand would wrap around His finger, how you would look at Him as if He could fix anything. And He wants you to know He never stopped wanting to fix things for you. Even now in heaven, He has been speaking to God on your behalf, asking for the weight on your shoulders to be lifted, asking for joy to return to you in a way that you can't explain to anyone, but will feel deep in your bones. Michael says, your Father is proud of you in ways you can't even imagine. He's seen your quiet battles, the ones you never told anyone about. He's seen the nights you cried silently so no one would hear, and He wants you to know you were never as alone as you thought. There is a table in heaven, and yesterday your Father sat there with others who love you from the other side. Your name was spoken, your future was discussed, and your Father, with the authority of love that never dies, asked God to bring something into your life that you thought you missed forever. Child of the Most High, listen carefully. There is a blessing, a real tangible blessing that carries your name. It has been preserved, protected, hidden from those who would have wasted it. And now the seal over it has been broken. The release has been signed. It is already moving toward you. Your Father says, don't let the heaviness of what you've been through make you think the story is over. It's not over. In fact, it's just beginning. You are walking into a season where you will understand why certain doors closed, why certain people left, and why certain prayers seemed unanswered for so long. Every delay was preparing you for the right arrival. Heaven is speaking over you right now. Michael's voice is steady. You must stay alert to the little signs around you in the coming days because your Father is about to send you confirmations. Small specific moments that will let you know without a doubt that He is near. It may be a song. It may be a smell that suddenly fills the room. It may be a phrase someone says that only the two of you used to share. When it happens, pause, smile. Because that is His way of saying, I am still your dad. I am still here. Your Father remembers the promise He made to God the day you were born to protect you, to guide you, to pray for you. And that promise didn't expire when His body rested. No, it became eternal. Every word He speaks over you in heaven carries more power than it ever could on earth. Because here love is not limited by time, space, or distance. He is asking you now to let go of guilt. Let go of what you wish you could have said or done because He knows your heart. He knows you loved Him. He knows you still do. And He says that love is the bridge between us. Unbroken, unshaken, unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, do not think of this message as something ordinary. This is a turning point. Heaven has leaned closer than usual to deliver it. What you are stepping into in the coming weeks is a direct result of your Father's prayers. And once it begins, it will not stop. So my child, breathe this in. Hold these words like a treasure. Your Father's voice has crossed eternity to tell you, I love you. I am proud of you. I am with you always. God says, my child, stop here for a moment. Yes, you. This is not a random scroll. This is not just another video. This is a meeting that was planned in heaven before you even woke up today. Archangel Michael is here and your Father is standing beside him. And together they are asking you to listen not with your ears only but with your heart. Michael says, your Father has been watching over you closely these past few days. Since yesterday, His spirit has been restless, not in sorrow, but in urgency because a door is opening in your life, and He wants to be sure you walk through it without hesitation. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That little sense of change in the air, like something is about to shift, but you can't explain it to anyone. That's because it's not something of this earth. It's from the unseen realm. Your Father has been speaking to God, and the answers to those conversations are beginning to take shape in your world. He says, you have been carrying so much on your own, thinking no one sees the effort, thinking your prayers vanish into empty air. But child, I have seen every tear. I have heard every word you whispered when no one was around, and I have taken those words straight to God's throne. There was a moment in heaven this week, a quiet gathering in a place where no pain exists, and yet love still grows stronger. Your name was spoken there. Michael was there. Your Father was there. And when God asked, what do you want for your child? Your Father did not hesitate. Give them peace. Give them joy. Give them a season of restoration so complete that it will erase the weight of the years they've endured. Michael says that prayer has already been approved, and now heaven is sending signs into your days. Little pieces of confirmation that will tell you, yes, your Father is near. Yes, God has heard, but you must stay aware. Your Father doesn't want you to miss the moments He's arranging for you. A familiar smell out of nowhere. A song you haven't heard in years suddenly playing. A phrase in conversation that only He used to say. When it happens, don't brush it off. Smile. Whisper back, I know that's you, Dad, because it will be. He remembers the way you looked up to Him when you were small, the way you believed in His strength without question, and He wants you to know He still wants to be your strength now. Even from heaven, He stands as your protector, your cheerleader, your quiet source of courage. Your Father says, let go of the weight of what you couldn't control. The guilt, the regrets, the if only I had thoughts, they serve no purpose here. I know you loved me. I know you still do. That love is not trapped in the past. It lives right now and it always will. Child of the Most High, your Father's love for you didn't end when his life on earth did. It was transformed, made stronger, more present, more unshakable than ever. And every time you wonder if he would be proud of you, the answer is yes. Every single day, Michael leans in and says, "This message is not casual. It is not optional. It is a direct delivery from heaven to your soul. What's coming in your life will be so good, so full of light that you will finally understand why certain things didn't work out before. You will look back and see that the waiting was never a punishment. It was preparation. Your Father's prayer for you is unfolding even now. And he's asking for one thing in return. Keep your heart open. Keep listening. Keep trusting that even when you cannot see me, I am here. So my child, hold on to this truth today. You are loved. You are seen. And you are about to walk into a chapter that your Father himself asked heaven to write for you. God says, my child, before you scroll, take a breath. Close your eyes for just a moment and feel this. Because what I am about to tell you is not just a message. It is a presence. Presence that has been standing beside you since yesterday, watching, hoping you would stop long enough to hear him. It's your Father. And Archangel Michael says, this moment was reserved for you. Michael leans closer and speaks softly. Your Father has been asking me to reach you. He says, there is something in your heart that has been heavy for too long, and you've been trying to carry it alone. But you were never meant to carry it alone. Child of heaven, your Father knows the nights you've cried without telling anyone. The mornings you've forced yourself to smile so no one would ask questions. He's been there when you sat in silence, thinking about moments you wished you could have back. And he's here now to tell you you haven't lost him. You never could. He says, from where I am, I see your life differently. I see the road ahead, not just the steps you've already taken. I see blessings lining the path, waiting for you to reach them. And I'm working every day to guide you toward them. Yesterday, in the realm of heaven, something happened. A petition was placed before God's throne, and it had your name on it. Your Father's own voice carried it forward. He asked for protection over your home, for joy to return to your mornings, for peace to settle into your nights. And God listened. Not only listened, but nodded. Michael says, it has been approved. So now the signs will begin to appear. Not dramatic, not frightening, but personal. A sudden thought of your Father when you least expect it. A memory that warms you instead of hurting you. A dream that feels more real than waking life. When it happens, don't dismiss it. That's your Father letting you know, I am here. I am proud of you. He's also asking you to let go of something. The guilt for things you couldn't change. He says, you did enough. You loved me more than I could have asked for. I carry no anger, no disappointment toward you. Only love. Endless, unbroken love. Michael adds, this is not just a sentimental moment. This is a preparation. Your Father's presence will become clearer in the coming days because something important is approaching in your life. Something that will require your courage, your trust, and your openness to receive. Your Father wants you to walk into that moment knowing you are not alone. He will be there unseen by others but deeply felt by you. And every step you take toward that blessing will be a step you take together. Child of the Most High, you've been waiting for a sign that heaven still hears you. This is that sign. This is heaven speaking directly into your heart. And your Father's voice is in every word. Michael says, don't just hear this and move on. Let it sink in. Replay it in your mind when doubt tries to return. Because in this very moment, the distance between you and your Father is smaller than it has ever been since he left the earth. Your Father whispers one last thing for today. Live with the joy I couldn't laugh freely. Love fully. And when you miss me, just know I am closer than your next heartbeat. God says, my child, before you move another inch, pause right here. This moment is not just a random stop in your scrolling. It's an appointment. An appointment your Father in heaven has been trying to keep with you since yesterday. And Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to miss this. Listen carefully. Your Father has been standing in the light of heaven, looking toward you with eyes full of love and a heart overflowing with pride. He's been waiting for the right moment to get your attention. And now heaven has cleared the path for this message to reach you. Michael says, your Father remembers the way you used to run to him, the way your smile lit up his tired days, the way your laughter was music to his ears. And he wants you to know he still carries those moments. Every detail, every sound, every little thing you thought he might have forgotten, it's with him. Child of God, last night your Father spoke your name in heaven. It was not a whisper. It was a strong, clear voice. And the angels heard it. Michael heard it. Even God himself turned his attention toward that moment. Your Father said, bless my child. They've been through enough. They've given enough. Now it's time for them to receive. And heaven responded. Michael says, what was asked in that moment has already been set in motion. You will begin to notice small shifts around you. Conversations that turn in your favor. Opportunities you didn't expect. Comfort arriving in ways you didn't think possible. Your Father wants to take away the loneliness you've been feeling, the kind that no amount of people around you can fill. He says, I have never stopped walking with you. When you felt the air change and you couldn't explain why, that was me. When you avoided something without knowing the reason, that was me steering you. When you were moments away from giving up and something small kept you going, that was me holding you together. Michael adds, your Father's love for you has not faded with time or distance. In fact, it's stronger now because it's unshaken by the limitations of this world. He can see beyond the storms. He can see the ending of battles you're still fighting. And he knows you are going to win. There's also a request. Your Father says, stop speaking to yourself with harshness. Stop telling yourself you failed. You've done more right than you give yourself credit for. And I want you to see yourself the way I see you. Strong, compassionate, worthy. He is asking you to hold on for the next chapter because it's closer than you think. The heaviness that's been weighing you down will not follow you there. The people who tried to take advantage of your kindness will no longer have access to your heart. This is a season of restoration, and your Father will be guiding you through every step. Child, he also wants you to remember the good. Don't let the sadness be the only thing you carry when you think of him. Remember the times he made you laugh so hard you couldn't breathe. Remember the quiet moments when no words were needed, only presence. Those memories are gifts, treasures meant to be opened again and again. Michael says, your Father's presence will be felt tonight in your home. It will not be frightening. It will be warm, gentle, and unmistakable. Pay attention to the stillness, to the little signs. It might be the way a photo catches your eye, the way the air feels softer for a moment, or the way a sudden thought of him fills you with peace. And if you feel it, speak to him. He will hear you. Every word, every whisper. This is not the end of the message, my child. It is the beginning of an ongoing conversation between your heart and heaven. And as Michael stands beside you now, he is making sure you don't miss a single word your Father has been trying to say. Your Father closes with this. I love you in ways this world could never measure. I'm proud of who you are, and I'm even more proud of who you're becoming. You are not walking alone. Not now. Not ever. God says, my child, before you let another thought distract you, let me tell you this. Your Father is closer than you realize right now. Michael says he has been standing at the edge of heaven watching you as if his entire joy rests in the way you breathe, the way you live, the way you keep going despite everything you faced. This is not just a message. It is a bridge, a sacred connection between your world and his. Heaven has been preparing this moment because there were things your father could not say while he was on earth, things he now has the freedom and clarity to speak. Michael's voice is steady as he repeats your father's words. My child, I have been trying to reach you, not because something is wrong, but because something right is about to happen for you. You have been carrying too much weight on your own shoulders. It's time to put it down. You don't have to be strong every second of the day. Let me carry some of it with you. He remembers the way you would come to him for advice even when you already knew the answer in your heart. The way you trusted his presence more than anything. And he wants you to know you can still come to him. Not in the same way, but in a way that's even closer now because he is no longer bound by time or distance. Michael says, your father has been walking with you into rooms where decisions are made about your future. He has been influencing hearts to favor you. He has been placing a shield between you and unseen harm. And your father adds, you may not see me, but I see you in the moments you feel unseen. I hear you in the prayers you don't speak out loud. I am there in the silence, in the deep breaths you take when no one knows how tired you are. Child, last night in the stillness of heaven, your father spoke of you to God. He said, bless my child's path. Let them feel my love in a way they can't question. And let them know I have never been more proud. Michael describes that moment, how the angels grew still, how the light around your father grew brighter, how God nodded in agreement and heaven responded. Blessings began moving toward you, blessings that will not pass you by. Your father wants you to know. The times you've questioned yourself, the moments you thought you weren't enough, he saw them. And he says, you have never disappointed me. Even in your hardest seasons, you have carried yourself with grace I could only hope for. I want you to believe that you are far more capable and worthy than you've been told. Michael leans in closer, almost whispering now. Tonight in your home, there will be a sign. It may be small, but it will be undeniable. It could be the way a familiar sense suddenly fills the air or the way an old memory plays in your mind with unusual clarity. Pay attention. That will be your father letting you know he's near. And when it happens, speak. Even if your voice shakes, even if the words come out between tears, speak to him. Say what you've been holding in. He will hear every syllable. Your father also wants to remind you of something important. You do not have to earn my love. You already have it. You do not have to prove yourself to me. I already know who you are and I am proud. You are not alone and you never will be. Michael says, the connection between you and your father is eternal. Not even death could cut it. It is stronger than any distance, deeper than any silence. Every time you feel that sudden warmth in your heart for no reason, every time you look up without thinking, that's him. And before Michael finishes, your father's words come again. God says, my child, the coming days will bring a softness to your heart. Some burdens will lift without you even noticing at first. This is my gift to you. I've seen how much you've carried, and I've asked heaven to give you rest. Accept it. Let yourself feel the peace I'm sending. If you believe in God, type Amen or 444 or 555 or subscribe for more videos.